Sammy C here of the PCFZ, October 26, 2011. Hello everyone. So, by the 1770s, the 13 colonies of Great Britain, they'd had enough of the Brits not living within the boundaries of the system. So, they sent representatives to Philadelphia, to a Congress, and declared themselves there independent of Great Britain. The British said, no, you can't leave. And the colonies said, oh yes we can, and they backed up that assertion by winning the Revolutionary War. Now after their defeat, Great Britain recognized the colonies not as a nation, but as 13 free, independent, and sovereign states. And this status of free, independent, and sovereign was codified in the governing document of the First Federal Union of the States, namely in the second article of Confederation, which reads, "Each state retains its sovereignty, freedom, and independence, and every power, jurisdiction, and right, which is not by this Confederation expressly delegated to the United States and Congress assembled." Now that's kind of a mouthful, so let me break it down. First of all, it's each state. It's not all the states as a whole, but it's each state individually, and each state retains, that is, they originally possessed, and they continue to possess, all powers which were not expressly delegated to the federal government. So they get to keep all that which was not delegated, which includes their freedom, independence, and sovereignty. Now, the Articles of Confederation, again, were the governing document of the First Federal Union of the States. They were in operation for about 11 years, and they were found inadequate along at least two lines. First, they did not regulate commerce well between the states and between the Union and foreign entities. They also were found inadequate in paying off the debt incurred by the Revolutionary War. So, to remedy this situation, the people called for change. In September 1786, at the Annapolis Convention, a recommendation was produced for Congress to meet. In February 1787, Congress met, and they produced a resolution for a constitutional convention, which occurred in May 1787. So, in summary, the colonies were recognized by Great Britain as free, independent, and sovereign states, and that this status of free, independent, and sovereign was codified in the governing document of the First Federal Union of the States, and that the states under this federal government, they had a right to alter their servant, which was the federal government. So we can see that the states are sovereign and the federal government is their servant.